Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to go through the brand new holiday catalog as well as the celebration brochure. You're going to see every product and I'm going to share with you my opinion, whether I like it or not, and what I plan to do with them. Let's get started. All right, I am so excited to share this with you. This is the Sale-a-Bration brochure. So everything in here is free. I'll explain more when we get to it. First, we're going to go through the holiday mini catalog. That's what I've always called it. That's what I'm going to keep calling it. It is our mini catalog that runs until the end of December. I'm already in love with everything on the cover, let alone all the stuff inside. So I can't wait to share it with you. In order for you to get a good view, I am going to flip so only one page shows at a time, just to make it easier for you. So when you open the catalog, you get these great samples. By the way, if you need the recipe for any sample, you'll find that on my catalog page on my website. There is a link to all of the recipes. It'll tell you the stamps, the inks, the papers, and any extra products like the ribbon or dies that were used to make a project that you see. So you get a lovely table of contents with all the sweets and then any information about hostess benefits or joining the company. I am loving this as well. Definitely something you're going to see, but we'll get to that when we start going through the catalog. This is really the only nod to Valentine's Day that I could find. There's some with love and things like that in some of the all holiday kind of stamp sets that you'll see later on, but this is the one that really nods to Valentine's, although it doesn't say Valentine in it. So this one, if you're digging around for Valentine's, you can just stop when you're at the front. These two are awesome. This is the preview of the kits that you'll be able to purchase. Now they are only for online purchase, but you can find them in my Stampin' Up shop. And they showed you all the details of one of them just to give you an idea of the things that you get. You get already colored die cut images. You also get some twine, some rhinestones, a really cool stamp set, and then the adhesive products that you need to put it all together. You also get a block with these all-inclusive kits, which I think is really awesome. Then we get to the first suite, gingerbread and peppermint. This is more of your very traditional, I would think of this when the kids were littler. This to me just rings of at home with grade school kids, having a good time with them. You have all the beautiful die cuts. You'll see that one of the new products that they're showing is this craft paper, and that just kind of lends itself to all of the mix of colors that you see here. There's a lot of things you can do with this, like making boxes and tags. It's just a little more heavy duty, and I will definitely showcase it for you when it arrives at my house. You also have a fun memories and more pack that you could definitely use to make holiday cards if you wanted to. And then the other thing I wanted to point out is that they have a whole new bundle of stencils that you can use, and those you could really carry through to everything. So I'm looking forward to getting this paper too. All right, and then this just showcases the stamp set a little bit more, a couple more samples, which I really like. This would be great for if you do cookie exchanges or anything like that. There's just lots of fun dies that you could use with that. And then as you can see, this one does have, oh, there's a little bit of a glue dot there. This one does have a few more things besides Christmas. It's got the love ya and the happy birthday. So this is a little more all occasion if that's something that you're looking for. And I love this crinkled red ribbon. That is definitely cool. All right. And of course it wouldn't be Christmas or holiday time if we didn't have a snowflake assembly of some sort. So we have this really cool snowflake bundle. It's got Merry Everything and Season's Greetings, so you can go either way. It is bundled with the dies, and they are the stitched snowflake dies. Still haven't gotten to any of my top favorites yet, but we'll get there. All right, this is your ornament stamp set, and you have a punch bundle with this one. So you have your ornaments and then you have your stars. We always have something like that, which is fun. This is more of your religious bundle, Great Tidings bundle. Okay, here we go. This is one of my favorites. So the Painted Christmas Suite, I love it all. I need to have it all. I just can't wait to get my hands on it and start playing with it. So what do I love? I love these images. I think they're gorgeous. I love these dies. I think they're phenomenal. I can see so many uses for them. I love the paper. It's so versatile. It's going to be a ton of fun to work with, and it coordinates so well with the stamps. So let's look at all the stuff here. These are gorgeous holly leaves. They're just gold with no adhesive on them, so you can put them anywhere you want, use them any way that you'd like. They'd make great decoration for packaging. So with this ribbon, I just want to point out it is a 1/2 inch wide, because I know the pictures of the ribbon are sometimes very similar. So you definitely want to look over at the description and see how wide it is. So that's going to be a really good wide ribbon. Great for tags, great for packaging. Just remember, it's a 1/2 inch if you're thinking of using it for your cards. It's great for wrapping around the spine or swirling behind a tag, but it might be a little bit cumbersome to use as a bow on a card. And then you can see here how gorgeous are all of these and all the pine cones you can add. I'm super excited to work with these. All right, here's a close-up of that stamp set, and all of these have dies. How exciting. Like everything has a die, which is fantastic, except for the ones that layer over. This is a bundle, this stamp set and the coordinating dies, plus you get all of these labels, even these skinny ones too. I'm really excited to use those. And then you get this awesome phrase stamp set in the second bundle that has the pine cones and the, what am I looking for? Christmas tree sprigs, the evergreen sprigs. But you have all these wonderful greetings to go for any sort of holiday occasion that you would like. Again, these tags are going to be great for gift tags. These are going to be great for so many more images besides just the ones in this catalog. There's so many straight, small greetings that you'll be able to use these dies for. All right, this was a close runner-up for me. I do like that you have the happy that layers just like this. I love this stamp. I love this font. This is definitely a contender for me, but I do like the ones on the previous page better. It's all a matter of choice. Okay, snowman stamp set. I love the etching. I think it's beautiful. It's very artistic. If you're looking to mass produce, it's going to be quick and easy, because look how gorgeous he looks just stamped in one single color. This is not exactly my style, so I'm not 100% of a fan, but I do really like him. Let me see what's going on down here. Oh, maybe we have to turn the page because those are kind of interesting. We'll have to find those. Okay. Then we always have stars, and we always have ornaments, and we always have bells. This time you actually get a globe to put over the bell image to make a 3D style card or a 3D style ornament if you want to. So we have our birds and our bells, and I really like this. It's a wonderful combination if that's what you enjoy. I am looking forward to playing with this. This, I do believe, screams that you need the doily dies from the annual catalog. They are referenced. The Encircle and Beauty dies, they're on page 159 in the annual catalog. I'm looking forward to playing with all of this silver foil. I think it's just beautiful. Remember that you get one sheet of each of these foils in a package. I just think it's gorgeous. And I also, it should be here. Oh, it's not. But this paper is super pretty. We'll get to wherever that is. All right, here is a nod from farther in the front. This is the Whimsy and Wonder. This was one of the stamp sets that I said I really enjoy, and I'm looking forward to playing with it. They highlighted some of the ornaments in that project, which is just fun. But I love when there's the variety of Christmas cards for you to stamp and die and decorate. And they have gone out of their way to give you lots of stuff to do with that, along with all of this gorgeous paper. I'm looking forward to using this Blushing Bride ribbon as well. It's the 3/8 inch. That's my favorite width of ribbon. You also have these really cool, wonderful snowflake iridescent guys. I'm not sure why they weren't on the page with the snowflake stuff, but I definitely think you could use them with that as well as with anything in this bundle. All right, here is our nod to the reindeer, and this time you have a reindeer punch. It's going to be shown full on the next page. Again, you have your Merry Christmas, it's best time of the year, but you have your sending love and peace. They really try to give you the generic season's greetings sort of stamp, and then also the Merry Christmas. So I do like this one. And there's some samples from other things, and I guess that's all they should. Well, I'll have to show you a better picture of that one, of the deer punch. But now we've moved on again to our Happy Christmas and Noel, and we have our beautiful cardinal here. You have your holly punch here that's making all of this stuff, and then you can use the negative space and make this wrap like they did. It looks like that's a scarf that you could give for the holidays. All right, now we're more into the, I guess, kid motif, I would call it. But don't miss out on this real red sheer ribbon. That is absolutely beautiful. Here are snowmen that are more my style. I like it when they're fun and whimsy. This just screams color me in, and we have so many options for coloring now. You have a cute little background right here and some presents you can throw along, and then just some really, really cute greetings. Just remember that these are smaller greetings, so you aren't going to take up a lot of real estate with them, but this is going to take up a lot of real estate on your card. All right, and we continue on with the fun coloring theme of stamp sets, and we get our Santa Clauses and this cute whimsical tree along with his sleigh. So this is adorable. Again, you could use this for anything, and you even get the to from for your gift tags. This is our first greeting stamp set that takes you, that specifically concentrates on Christmas. It's cling. So it's on red rubber, so it's going to stamp really, really well. You may want to use a stamp positioner to just make sure that everything lines up if you're going to mass produce with this, because it isn't a clear stamp set. But again, will lend itself great for mass producing and having lots of different options for the inside and outside of your card. All right, for the pet lovers, we have a whole suite for you this time. We have these cute, the cute dog and cats. There's dogs and cats on the designer series paper, and then all these fun gifts and stockings to deal with as well. You get an abundance of dies along with this really great tag, and you can see all the wonderful greetings that you get here. This is your felt option. We brought back felt, haven't had that for a while. And then we have these really awesome decorative matte dots. I love using these because they already have the adhesive on the back side. I do believe this is what was actually being shown on that previous page that I was curious about, because I see these two colors, and that's the Evening Evergreen, Old Olive, Cherry Cobbler, and Bumblebee. And that coordinates with the felt, and all of those colors are shown in the designer series paper that goes with the cats, dogs, and stockings. All right, we are about halfway through. I'm sure by now your list is ever growing. This is a cute, whimsical stamp set. Great for girls get-togethers. Again, if you're doing the cookie exchange or gift tag exchange or anything like that. Even if you have a book club and you guys are getting together during the holiday time, this would be great to use for your invitations. She can be ready for the outdoors or a party, and she can be hidden by a tree or just a bunch of beautiful greenery. She can also be hidden by some presents. So again, you could combine either of these with this and make it a birthday card. No problem at all. So this definitely has holiday themes to it, but it can go well beyond the holidays if you'd like to. And we have so many mediums for you to color with. It just goes great. I do want to point out this brushed metallic cardstock. This is gorgeous. Certainly could use it with this, but for me, I'm thinking all the fall leaf kind of stamp sets that we're going to see in a few minutes. And don't forget about this brushed metallic. All right, if you watched my YouTube live from last week, you already saw a preview of this cute penguin place. He is so adorable and fun to make. You have two options. You can punch him out with this penguin builder punch, or you can just stamp him in all of his beautiful pieces. If you choose to punch, you will have to still stamp his eyes and his nose, but there's actually some feet hidden below here, so you can make his black body, his white front, and his feet, just like it's shown here. So this guy is complete cardstock, and then it looks like this one is completely stamped, just to give you a view of how things go together. All right. And then for the stamping enthusiast, They have bundled together this really cute cling stamp set that has like it looks like a sweater, but then on top of it you get dies that will make it that are like your, well, here I'll show you. You can put these guys on top of the sweater stamp, and that makes it look more like a holiday sweater. Those are the inset ones. Or you can do the negative of that, which is a separate die, and use that. I'm really excited about this. I think this is really cute. It's got 9 dies. Let me show you. Oh, I'm gonna have to get to the back, but I'll show you what this one looks like when we highlight all the bundles. Then there's also this adorable candy cane background. Again, if you are looking to mass produce cards and you want to get them done quickly, nothing better than a background stamp. Get one of our greeting sets and you are good to go. There, if you want to add some things, there's all those punches that have like the little holly leaves like you see here. You could do the penguins. There's a multitude of punches, and we even have this cute red and green foil to add to make your holiday cards pop. All right, here we go. It's Peaceful Place that has that beautiful designer series paper that was highlighted back on the snowflake page. So there's a couple other things that are really awesome in this suite, one of which is this gorgeous wood folder. And then you have these great sequins that you can either add to a card individually, although they don't have adhesive, just keep that in mind, or you can make some fun shaker cards with them. So you get a ton of these if you choose to do this. We also have some snowy white velvet sheets, which I think are going to kind of be similar to the felt ones. A little, I mean, obviously felt and velvet are different, but it's going to give you that same fabric sort of feel to your cards. And then look at how beautiful this black and white print designer series paper is. There are a multitude of uses, not the least of which is that any of the basic patterns, you can take your blends or sponges and just add color to them, and all of a sudden they are completely transformed. You can also take your blends and color the back side of this gorgeous, what are they calling it? Glitter organdy ribbon, because I already got mine, which I showed in the live last week, and the glitter is only on one side, just like the black one that we have right now. So that means that the reverse side, where there's no glitter, you can color with your blends and change it to whatever you want. And here is that really, really awesome timber 3D embossing folder. And of course the stamp set is gorgeous. You guys know this isn't definitely my style, but I can see some gorgeous cards being made with that, especially for the watercolor enthusiast. All right, and continuing with this suite, Peaceful Place suite, you have a better view of the stamp set, and then you get a better view of the dies as well. These are called the cabin dies, so they take care of all of this. We're still in this suite, and you get your polar bears and your gorgeous snowscape. This one is definitely leans towards winter, but it's not really a holiday stamp set, but it does have thinking of you, which that's a phrase I love to have on hand at all times, and also thank you. Can never have enough thank you cards. So that's really fun, and it does have dies that take care of all of these for cutting out all of them for you and making them just gorgeous. All right, we have one more ornament bundle. This is the more ornate ornament bundle, if you will. The font is kind of a typewriter font, which is really cool because these are so ornate, as well as all the dies that you can layer on top. So it's nice to have a basic font to go with that. And that is what you can bundle. You can bundle this stamp with these background, which will go with those two, and overlay dies. So you could just get the dies if you wanted to and combine that with another greeting to make this work as well. All right, so this is more examples using the stamps. What they did is it looks like they stamped on the foil and then die cut these out, and they embossed the stamped images before they die cut them out. And then you have a more religious stamp set, but it's just the greeting. So it's just the inside and out. So if that's something that's important to you. And we also have red velvet. So we now have felt in multicolor, red velvet, white velvet, and red velvet. So a lot of different textures in this catalog, something that's new for us, or at least we haven't visited that in quite some time. We are bringing back a music folder, which is wonderful. Of course, different than we've had before, but it is fun to have a musical note, something or other. We've had stamps in the past as well as folders, so it's nice to see that. And then you have this religious stamp set with your angels and your beautiful young girl. This one is a great all-purpose, I need to make a lot of holiday cards stamp set. It's got your poinsettias, it's got your season's greetings as well as your Christmas greetings, and it does bundle so that you don't have to do any fussy cutting. You can die cut everything. This is a great die right here. This combination die right here of the folder and the die all in one is going to give you the ability to do mass production super fast. So I think you're really going to enjoy that. You can see here how they go together. You have the die, you have the folder, and then you can come back and die cut it right away. All right, the Blackberry Beauty bundle, or suite, sorry, is gorgeous, but I do think what makes it pop is the paper, and right now the paper is not available. So as of the recording of this is going live on August 4th. This paper is not available, but I will definitely keep you posted as to when it becomes available. I do love this gold ribbon. Again, to me, that screams fall. This is more of a fall tending suite anyway, but this screams fall, and you could pair it with that brushed metallic that we saw earlier, which would be gorgeous. And you also have some gold vellum, which I think is going to be really fun to work with. Still staying in more of the nature area, these blue adhesive dots here, those are a nod to the annual catalog. That's where you can find them. These are all great small greetings, and we usually have some kind of a woodland tree sort of thing that you can change for different holidays. You've got snowflakes and leaves this time. You can certainly dress it up with a more springy color to the leaves and carry it through even farther if you want to. And then this one, to me, is the epitome of fall, and I'm super excited to work with this, especially because they threw these extra background stamps in, which is always handy to have. So even if you're not necessarily, if we're all the way into April, I could still go back and grab these and even this one to use on cards and other projects. You also you have the stamps, which will give your leaves detail, and you can die cut those shapes out, but you also have these gorgeous detailed leaves that you could cut out of any of the metallic or gold products that I've already showed you, and they would make some really cool leaves as well. All right, now we're headed more into fall/Halloween. We're starting to see pumpkins and pumpkin shapes. This is more of your adult Thanksgiving and Halloween sort of stamp set and die set. A lot of fun to use. Nothing extraordinary new here, just a really cool stamp set and dies. Then we have our fun and whimsical squirrels. I happen to be a fan of squirrels, so I really like this. I love that it's a two-step stamp set, and I like that the greetings are generic and you can use them anytime. This is definitely on the list. All right, and now we get into cute Halloween, which is adorable, and I love this is well, I'll show you in a second, but the designer series paper does go with the punch that is in this suite, so that you can actually punch images out without having to do any stamping at all if that's your jam. So you do have a builder punch with all three of these elements, and then you have all the faces and everything. So you could make a skeleton, you can make a ghost, you can make a cat, and you can make a pumpkin. You can add faces to them, and you also have lots and lots of greetings. Again, I love that this is a black and white ribbon. Add some blends, change it to orange, purple, green, blue, whatever color that you would like. These tombstone boxes are adorable. I do believe these are going to sell very quickly, so if that's something that just caught your eye, put it high on the list. Things like this usually disappear quickly. There's not going to be a ton of inventory because it's only going to last about halfway through the span of the catalog, because Halloween ordering usually dries up in the first week of October. All right. Oh, and by the way, I did showcase these in my last live. These are super adorable and they have adhesives. You know, that's my favorite. And again, here's that designer series paper. And you can see that the punch is going to work on a couple of these pages. That's the pumpkin page there. It's just not shown off too well. For those of you that like the more spooky, we have Frightfully Cute, which also still can go with the designer series paper. Works great with the tombstone boxes. Has some fun straight big tags, and this little one you could angle that off if you wanted to. So you do have some versatile dies that you'll be able to use for quite a while. This tree die, you could use that forever because you could just put different things on the tree. And then some of these are more about Halloween specifically. You also have this really big label, which is showcased right here with the cute hat that not only cuts, but also embosses the nice little wraparound belt of the hat. All right, and then third, I think this is, I'm gonna peek, yep, this is the last Halloween stamp set. This is just a standalone fun stamp set, but don't miss out on this black glitter black glitter paper. You get 2 sheets, and you know that our glitter paper the glitter never comes off. Here is that white glitter ribbon that has been colored with a purple blend. So this is what I was talking about, changing the color. So this is packaged exactly the same as this one, except they took this blend here, this purple blend, to that ribbon. So that's what I was trying to explain. And there is just a ton of projects and fun things here. All right, now we're gonna head back to more of our nature world. This is the Harvest Meadow Suite with some gorgeous metallic dots that nod back to that brushed metallic paper that you saw, but it also includes a cork, like they're actually cork paper. It looks really cool. It's 2 sheets. It is specialty paper, so it does have some sort of texturing to it. Haven't got my hands on it yet, but I'll let you know when I do. We have this really gorgeous time-worn 3D embossing folder. This is a real generic one. You'll be able to use this for a very long time. And then a lot of color in this designer series paper, but each sheet is kind of nods to one color. So you could do some mass production here pretty darn easily if that's what you are into. All right, and now one more nature, and then we're into the all holiday kind of stamp section. So again, we've got some dandelions here and this cool background sort of splattery thing going on. That will just make lots of beautiful cards. The dies step it up to another level with a few extra greenery kind of things like you see right here that you can add to your projects. All right, so Heartwarming Hugs is making a return, but it is paired with this beautiful all holiday stamp set in this gorgeous font. I really love this Heartfelt Wishes. There's your sending love. And you've got heartfelt wishes from our family. There's a Happy New Year. You got happiest holidays as well as Merry Christmas and much gratitude. So this kind of takes you from Thanksgiving all the way through Valentine's, which is nice. And as you can see, they're long greetings, so they do take up a lot of real estate, even though they're narrow. You can really fill up your card. You know, I love a good wreath, and there's nothing better than having lots of things to add to your wreath. So when you look here at the dies, there's all sorts of things you can add to your wreath, and you can cut it different ways, or you can just stamp it on its own and just add things to it. I love that they have this year, and you'll be able to carry it through your whole holiday season with all your different wreath kind of things, or you can just use it standalone like they showed down here. And this is that timber folder right there that I pointed out before. That's your brick and mortar folder. And then there's this interesting folder. It's actually 2 patterns, stars. I wonder if stars and cross. They called it star cross, but it's like it almost looks like grid paper. So it's grid paper and stars, one run through, and you have this great dramatic front of whatever you're going to do. Obviously they stamped this first and then they ran it through, but you have, actually I have this stamp set. You have your ornament, but you also have a hat that you can go with your birthday wishes. So this can really carry it for quite some time. You have some nods to Halloween as well as Thanksgiving up here, and you have a thank you. So this is going to carry you through quite a ways. One of the reasons that it caught my eye. let's see, we're headed back to nature on this one a little bit, but this is interesting. This is a reflective stamp. So you have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is one stamp, but yeah, because it's got the big block, but you actually get the reflection. So instead of having to create the reflection, you have that. It does have a little bit of a break here, so you can, play around with it however you'd like to. But in one stamp, because this is distinctive, you'll be able to get not only your beautiful log cabin scene, but also the reflection of it in the water here. And then you can color to your heart's desire. You can see that right there. All right, here is similar to the one that I said that I have already purchased. This one is just with dies and a lot more interesting things to decorate your cards. You get this whole snowflake thing going on, and you also have ornaments and Santa and his sleigh along with pumpkins. But you have all of those here, greetings that go with it, and then the dies just extend it even farther. I love that the dies are shaped for the tailored tag dies that are in the annual catalog, so that you can make lots of really gorgeous gift tags out of this bundle. This one caught my eye because I love a stamp set that's big. I love the greetings when they're large. This makes it really easy to mass produce or do big things quickly, because this is going to take up so much real estate on your card. Never been a big fan of the dictionary, but I do love that it does cover a lot for you, and you have this to and from that you can use on your tags, because this actually lends itself really well to just the top of a tag, to, from, and you're done. All right, I love the circles and the rectangle dies that are in the annual catalog, and this stamp set is fun and whimsy, and it lends itself to being used by either of those. And then they just showcased the macrame embossing folder as well, and that is in the annual catalog. These are the gems that are vanilla and red to go with all of our vanilla and red things that I've already shown you. Again, this is one of your all holiday stamp sets. You have the cute, they're pictured this way, but in a lot of the samples that you'll see, they're shown vertically. So they really can go either way. And the bonus is that they have a die that will make it so that you can have it looks like it's just cutting on this edge if you want to. You've got some sort of an edge here to be able to line stuff up. This one I might have to do a little more checking on, but it definitely looks like you have one edge and then another, so that that means that this was cut as a rectangle, but then they only die cut this part out. So very cool. Oh, they're showing it over here, just like I said. Okay, cool. There we go. All right. Now when you get to page 65, we're done with new products, but let me just show you how nicely organized the back is. First, you have all of your bundles, whether they are punches or dies. And then once you get through all of the bundles, and there are a lot, you have all of the stamp sets listed out from the beginning to the end of the catalog. They are not in alphabetical order. I would like that change, but they are from the beginning to the end with page numbers and items. All of the punches, and then all of the dies. The dies and punches being listed here does not mean that they're standalone. Most of these are part of a bundle, but they've sectioned them out here so you can find them and see them. Same with the stamps. They do have bundles, but those are all the stamps that are in the catalog. And then they show you all the folders, all the papers, all the ribbons, this doesn't fall into any of those categories, and then all the embellishments and the 3D items, and then they're considering this a tool, so that goes there. And then you get to the back of the catalog, and the last thing I wanted to show you is the cute Hostess stamp sets that they added. So these you can get, if your order is over 150, you can grab one or the other of these. This one has a value of $12, and this one has a Hostess value of $10. It retails for $17 and retails for $20, but right now you can't purchase them that way. All right, so that takes us through the mini catalog, and now I will make sure I put a timestamp in the description below. This is the Sale-a-Bration brochure. Note that this only goes until the end of September. So by the end of September, make sure you do a bulk of your holiday shopping so that you can take advantage of getting something free every time. I think I'm going to fold back just to make sure that you guys can see it. Here is a much better picture of that reindeer punch that I showed you. There's the reindeer and there's his horns, because I can't think of the right word to say, his rack. So this brochure is going to highlight things that are in both the annual catalog, mostly the holiday mini, but then show you extra things that you can get for free. There is no way to purchase directly anything out of this catalog. So first you have this gorgeous 6x6 specialty paper. It's all champagne, which means it coordinates whether it's a gold or a silver. It can go either way. And you can use a spritzer and a reinker to color it any color that you would like. I would not recommend using blends because it kind of snags on them. It's much better to use the spritzer. This is the Penguin Playmates Designer Series paper that coordinates with the Penguin Places bundle. And this, again, I showed on the live that I did last week. Then we have one of the very few stamp sets that are in the Sale-a-Bration, and this is also a $50 level. Everything has been at the 50 right now. So if you purchase $50, you get to pick one of these items for free. There is no limit. So if you purchase $100, you could get two $50 items and so on. This is gorgeous black and white paper. Again, you could use a coloring medium and change it to whatever colors that you will like. It's made to coordinate with the hand penned suite that we already have. So this gives you even more designer series paper to go with that gorgeous suite. I have several videos. I will link them below and I will link them above that have used this suite in some way. Then the reindeer bundle that we already talked about did not have designer series paper that went in it, but you can get a free set of 12 by 12 designer series paper that goes with that bundle. I do want to say that it also is pretty generic except for this one page. So even if you're not a big fan of the reindeer and you don't want to deal with that, this gives you a lot of red and green and Sahara sand designer series paper to use to make gift tags, wrap presents, or make your cards. And it's free, which is so cool, with a $50 purchase. And you can see it showcased here in these projects. There is also a link to all the recipes that you can find in this brochure as well. Just look at the catalog page of my website. I will be sure to link that below. All right, this is fun. This is the Counting Sheep stamp set. I said there's only a few stamp sets. The thing that's unique about this, look at this, with a $50 purchase, you get the stamps. They're adorable. They're fun. If you like to fussy cut, that's great. But as we turn the pages, you'll see that there are actually dies that coordinate with these guys. So, and there's some extra fun dies that you can use with your sheep, and they are also a $50 value. So unlike in the past when it was you had to purchase 100 to get the stamps and the dies, now you can get these stamps and then decide if you want the dies, which are right here, for an additional $50 purchase. So if you only purchased 50 in August and then purchased 50 in September, you could do the stamp set 1 month and the dies another month. And look at this adorable fence here. I love this. You have this cute balloon. You have the nice sun that takes care of your birthday hat. And then you also have this cute little flag. I mean, just how fun is that? I can see lots of options and possibilities with this. This is the always included in Sale-a-Bration, the backgrounds sort of stamp set. So there you go, $50 value, and you have some fun backgrounds that you can use on everything for quite some time. This is actually a Christmas tree, only it looks, just because of the way it's being used, you could definitely use it as a birthday hat as well. Then we have these gorgeous summer shadow dies that coordinate with the summer shadows, or sorry, shaded summer stamp set that is in the annual catalog. These dies are with a $100 purchase. So just note that. And then the Delicate Dahlias is the last stamp set in the brochure, and it is also with a $100 purchase, but recognize that it is a distinctive stamp set, and it's also a layering stamp set. So it's got a lot going on, and it's very fun and cool to work with. Obviously, you can just do the outline stamps and they stand on their own, or you can do the distinctive, or you can combine them for just a total wow. So there you go there, just to show you different items and how you can put them together. And then last but not least is this stamp set, but it is free whenever you have a catalog party or a personal order that is $300 or more. It is in your words. It has all of your fabulous greetings for all occasion cards, and you'll use it for a very, very long time. And that takes us through there are some samples here too, which are really cute. This is that one stamp set that I talked about that I really love with some of the showcase things. If you are interested in joining my team, there is a $99 starter kit that is always available. And during Sale-a-Bration, you actually get to add a bonus bundle to your package. So you spend $99, you get to pick $125 for free, and you get a bonus bundle, which could value out at as much as 60 some odd dollars. So that's an extra super value for you. All right, so that takes us through the Sale-a-Bration brochure and the holiday mini catalog. I am super excited to share projects up in the upcoming weeks from both of these with you. Please stay tuned and make sure that you follow me on Instagram at Ink Stamp and Scrap, as well as Facebook. My page is Ink Stamp and Scrap. Please, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell so that you know every time I post a video. Have a great day.